So first of all, entrepreneurial skills, it has something to do with starting up a business startup. Okay. How we think about a new idea, how we start a business, and it's not just a traditional business, but also something where we put our heart and soul into it, and we also try to innovate something. We try to introduce a new concept, a new idea into the business, which helps us to earn, not only earn more profit, but it also proves beneficial to the society. It also gives something new to the society. It fills a gap, an already existing gap in the society, gap between the people's needs and what is available in the market. Okay, so somebody has to take a calculated risk so as to provide something new to the people. Today we start with session 5, explaining types of business activities. How many different types of business activities can be there? Let's start with one case study. Okay, so this is Rahul. He's a cricketer. As you can see, he loves cricket. And his favorite player was Sachin Tendulkar, and he never missed a match. He went for daily practice with his friends in the park. He was an all-rounder like MS Dhoni, but he wanted to be a great batsman. He started improving in his game, and at the age of 16, he played for the state team. His team lost, but he was sure that he would play for India one day. So he was a great player, and everyone in his village came to him for advice on cricket. As you can see that many people, they are coming to him for seeking advice. He kept trying but did not get to join any team. Perhaps Rahul could have thought of other options to stay in touch with his passion for cricket. So here are some of the options he could have explored, like start a cricket coaching center where he would be able to stay close to his passion also, and he would get a steady source of income also. Start a sports shop or set up a sports academy. Now we need to just figure out, is this entrepreneurship? Like the first one, that is starting a cricket coaching center. Will it be entrepreneurship? Because entrepreneurship is something which is different from traditional business. Let me remind you, entrepreneurship means we need to take calculated risk. We need to think about some new idea. We need to put in our creativity and innovation to give something, to provide something different to the people, and try to capture as many people as many customers as possible. Okay, starting a cricket coaching center. Now sports academy is also something like this only, but it is on a global scale, and it also includes providing equipments, sport equipments to the people. So starting a cricket coaching center, is this entrepreneurship? Firstly, I don't think it is an entrepreneurship because it's a traditional cricket coaching center which will just provide coaching, that is, it will provide training in cricket to the people, right? To students. Second, start a sports shop. This also cannot be considered as entrepreneurship because it comes under traditional business. Just buying the sports goods or equipments at some cost and selling it at a higher price to earn some profit. That's the only requirement of sports shop. Sports academy, we can say that yes, this can be an entrepreneurship because here it is like a school, somebody who starts a full-fledged sports academy where not only coaching is available, but also the different equipments, different other things are also provided. Okay. The person who sets up, like Rahul, who sets up the sports academy, can think in a direction such that he thinks that, okay, I will not only, in my sports academy, I will not only provide coaching for cricket, but I will also ensure that the students, they get ample opportunities also, and all the equipment which they require, they will get it at one place, right? So this is what this we can say that yes, this can be considered as entrepreneurship. Second question, what do you think he will be doing kind of work in each of the options? First one, he would be working as a coach, training the students. Starting a sports shop, he will be like a shopkeeper. Okay, just selling the sports goods and explaining it to the people. Sports academy, he can start from being a coach, trainer, and slowly as it grows, he can become the, you can say he can become the owner of the business. He's already the owner, he can become a CEO, and he can also have, like, he will be also hiring people, he will be creating jobs for other people, right, to join the sports academy. He would hire other such potential cricket lovers or cricket players who will be working as coaches. And not only that, he would also provide all equipment there. So he could be like a CEO, a boss over there who will, under whom many people would be working. So these are some of the options he could have explored. Now from this only, we will understand how many types of business activities are there. From the story of Rahul, we understood that there can be three types of business activities: product business, service business, hybrid business. Let's see each one of them in detail. What is product business? A business where a seller and buyer exchange an item which can be seen and touched is called a product business. You go to a grocery shop, okay, you get all sorts of things there, like you get your pulses, you get your cereals, your breakfast cereals, you get eggs, you get sugar, you get all the different things which you need for, like, all items of essential needs. Okay, all essential items you get from there, all spices, right, fruits, vegetables, food items, whatever you need, whatever can be, whatever is tangible, that can be seen, felt, and touched, okay, from the hand. That is known as a product based business. Means somebody is selling products, goods, right? For example, when, if Rahul sets up a sports shop, that will become a product business because he's selling all sorts of merchandise like shoes, bats, balls, and you can see many different things, right? Even the costume for it. So all these things are what provided in the product business. So sports shop is an example of a product based business. Next comes service business. Now, this type of a business means that you don't provide any product as such, you provide services. Like a business where a seller helps the buyer to finish some work. For example, a cricket coaching center. So here, Rahul, being a passionate cricketer, he can provide coaching to other students, other potential players who have interest in the game. So he's not actually selling anything, he's just selling his skill. He's enabling the people to learn the basics of cricket and also the tricks how to play good cricket, right? That is known as what? Service. As an example, you might have seen many advocate chambers or lawyers chambers somewhere in the market, okay, notary. So they are what? They are providing services. Doctors, they are providing services. Coaching centers, that is IIT, JEE coaching centers, they are providing services. So they all are what? Service based business. Job consultancies, they are also what? Service based business. They provide jobs to people, right? They have contact, they have several contacts with multiple clients everywhere, they have contacts with companies, and hence they enable those companies to recruit people, right? So they act like middlemen. Also marriage bureaus, They are also what? Service based business. So these all types of businesses which provide a type of service, okay, they are known as service based business. And we have hybrid business. A hybrid business is the one where the business is doing both selling product and selling services. For example, Rahul starting a sports academy for coaching and selling sports equipment. Like I said, he will not only providing training, but also all sorts of sports equipment will also be available in that shop itself. I'll give you an example. Pet clinic and shop. The dogs, like people would bring their dogs, their pets over there. So doctor would not only be thoroughly checking the pet and doing an examination or diagnosing the pet, but will also provide with medicines, dog food, all sorts of dog collars, chains, leashes. Okay, leash, dog leash you might have seen, जिससे dog को बांधते हैं. Okay, that is known as leash, right? And other types of materials like toys for dogs, okay, food for dogs, any kind of chewable item for dogs. So all sorts of things required for handling pets will also be provided there. So pet clinic and shop not only provides the service, the checkup service, that is not only a doctor would be checking up the dog, but also that place would be providing merchandise, that is including medicines, dog food, and other items to people. Coming to restaurant, how can you say, can anybody tell me how can you say that restaurant could be a hybrid business providing product as well as service? Give me an example. Yes.
Ma'am, in some of the restaurant they sell chips packets and cold drinks and the sweets and many other things like Manohar Dairy.
Ma'am, we can take packed food.
Packed food also, not only that, the food which you are eating there, and somebody might be preparing the food also. Tanmay Richaria, very good answer. Poonam Yadav also very good answer. I am just adding on to it. Somebody is preparing the food for you, the cook is preparing or the chef is preparing the food for you, right? And also the waiter is serving the food to you. So that is what? Service, right? And you are sitting there, you are eating the food, you are getting the food packed and parceled, you are also getting some, you are able to purchase some water bottles. Like these days in many restaurants they have stopped serving water like just like that, they charge you for the water also, they will be selling you mineral water bottle, so you'll have to purchase that bottle and you can use it. Okay, and also cold drinks, they serve cold drinks as said by Tanmay. Not only that, other food items also, like some namkeen packets they might be selling them, right? So some mouth fresheners they might be selling. So these are what? Selling products and services both. Another example, bookstore and reading room. Some elite bookstores not only provide books for sale, but also if you want, they have a space, certain space where you can sit comfortably, and it provides you with a quiet ambience where you can read the books and enjoy them. Okay, so bookstore plus reading room. So bookstore provides with the product, that is the actual book which you are purchasing, and reading room provides you with a service. Understood this? So this way you can, there are many such business activities. Some of them only sell products, like the shops which you have seen. I'll give you examples from my area. We have a shop, we have many shops which are hardware shops, which sell glasses, which sell glass sheets, plywood sheets, then hardware materials like faucets and doors, door handles, right? So these are many things, paint buckets. So these are what they are selling products. And there are some grocery shops also which sell grocery items. There is a shop which sells electronic goods, and there is a shop which is a milk center and it sells milk. Okay, and there are other centers also like mobile repairing shop which provides a repairing service, right? And then there are some hybrid shops also, like just below my apartment there is one person who has recently started a business. I gave you the example some time ago. He started with a service based business, but now it has become a hybrid business because he is not only providing, he had started it with repairing electronic goods, not electronic, electrical goods like mixers, washing machines, air conditioners and all. So he started with repairing them, and then slowly and gradually he started selling light bulbs, LED bulbs, tube lights, then all those Diwali fancy lights and items. He started selling them, and now he's even started selling milk also. He got the milk franchisee also. Okay. So this is what it becomes, a hybrid business once you start selling product as well as services. Understood? So another example, a computer repair center, which provides repair as a service. Repairs becomes the service, and it also provides various computer accessories like headphones, okay, earphones, mouse, USB data cables, speakers, printers. So all these also become what? Products. So service as well as products together, it becomes what? Hybrid business. Hybrid business means product plus service, selling both product and service. I want you all to put in some thought and give me an example of only product based business, only service based business, and product plus service, that is hybrid business.
Ma'am, and only product-based service is a business is a vending machine. We only have to put a coin and we get the product. There is no service in that.
Okay.
And only
But it
service
also,
based.
one second, Poonam,
Yes, ma'am.
don't you think that it provides a service also, like the coffee? Somebody has to make the coffee for you, so the vending machine is
Yes, ma'am.
making coffee for you also.
Yes, ma'am. Some
Coffee with
vending
token hour.
machines.
But it is okay. You can say it is a product-based business because it is self-service. Nobody is going to serve it to you. Fine. We can
Yes, ma'am.
consider this as a product-based business. Good. Next, service-based.
Ma'am, a housekeeper can be a service-based business
Yes, very
because
good.
he's not selling us anything.
He
He's
is
only
providing
keeping
his
over our
service.
house.
Yes, good.
Yes, ma'am.
And hybrid?
Ma'am, a product based can be a medical store.
Okay, please explain how.
Ma'am, because we are getting the medicines.
Okay, fine. Yes, because they are selling medicines, that is products. Yes, okay. Service based?
Ma'am, then service based will be clinics, doctor clinics.
Yes, good. Very good. And hybrid?
Ma'am, hospital where we getting the services and also medicines, both.
Yes, very good. So hospitals, you not only get cured for your disease, but you also get the medicines available in the hospital's pharmacy. Good. Very good example, Udit. Yes, Dipti Singh Tiwari, 9th D.
Ma'am, product-based business can be a stationery shop which gives us some products only, but not they give us some service. And in service-based, we can say that air hostess which give us servicing but not some product. And
Dear, 1 second. Air hostess, it is not a business. Air hostess is an employee who is working for an airlines company. So you have to check that also. Can I say that the airline company provides us a service-based business, carrying people from one place to another?
yes, ma'am.
The airlines company like Jet Airways is closed. We have SpiceJet, we have Indigo Airlines. Okay, so they are what? Service-based business because they are providing a service Of course, product is there that is serving lunch and all, but it is not, airlines is not providing that. Airlines is just providing a service, because if you are if you want people to travel for long distances, they have to be provided with food, right? And this food comes from other places, from restaurants or from hotels, right? So you cannot say that this is a product based business. You can say that this is a service based business, because they are providing you the service of carrying you from one place to another. And what about hybrid business?
Ma'am, restaurants which give us services as well as that product.
That example we already discussed in the class. What are the different types of businesses? We also see this in restaurants, where the food itself is the product sold and the catering is the service provided. Now we come to session 6, product, service and hybrid businesses. Now let us do an activity here. Let us take Rahul's example from the previous session and write yes or no in the following table. Cricket coaching and sports shop. Okay. Whatever Rahul is providing through these two can be seen and touched. Does it apply on cricket coaching?
No, ma'am.
It cannot be touched. So answer is no. But sports shop.
Yes,
Sports
ma'am.
shop. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Cricket coaching. Can it be stored somewhere?
No, ma'am.
No.
No. No,
Sports
ma'am.
shop.
Yes.
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 Yes, ma'am.
Can, okay. Third
Yes.
point, can be made somewhere and then transported.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
And
Yes.
here,
Ma'am, cricket
yes.
Yes.
sports shop
Yeah.
contains.
Customer gets exactly the same thing most of the time.
No.
Yes,
No.
ma'am.
Ma'am,
No.
no.
And here,
Yeah.
yes. I'll explain why no over here.
No,
Because it is quite possible that maybe today Rahul is not well. So he is not able to coach the students or train the students properly. Okay. His energy level is down than yesterday. So that means he is not able to provide exactly the same thing every time. But in a sports shop, yesterday if he sold a bat to someone, today also if he sells that bat, even if he is not well, the quality of the bat won't change. So you can see there is no for cricket coaching and yes for sports shop. Very good,
Yes, ma'am.
everybody. Now let us understand the differences. Seen and touched. In product based business, product can be seen and touched. Customer pays for physical exchange of things. In service based business, service cannot be seen or touched. Customer here pays for an experience. Okay, you go to the coaching, the teacher teaches you, you are satisfied with the teaching, you gain something in your head. Okay, but you are paying for it, but you don't get any physical thing. But if you go to a shop, you want, bhaiya 10 kilo chawal dena. So that 10 kilo rice which you are getting, you are able to touch it and feel it. You can see it in your hands, right? Next, storage. Product can be made and stored in a shop or a warehouse, usually. Service like cutting hair cannot be stored. Okay. Service is provided when a customer asks for it. Made and transported. A product can be either made at home or in a factory, and then it can be transported to different places where shopkeepers sell it. A service cannot be made or transported. It is given to the customer at the time of delivery itself. Last, same quantity and quality. The quality and quantity of the product will be same every time. Okay. The McDonald's burger which you are purchasing from one branch, it is almost the same in the next branch, right? The Parle-G biscuits which you buy from one shop would be the same in the other shop also. But the of a service can be different at different times. You go to one coaching center or one computer center, computer institute, and the way in which that I mean, suppose it's a computer institute named Sharma Academy. So Sharma Academy is, you went there for one day and you attended the class and you gave a review. Out of 5 you gave the review 3. That is, you were not that satisfied also, and you were not that dissatisfied with it also. It was like on an average scale. But then you attended another computer institute, for example, Aim Point Institute somewhere. Okay. And there you found that yes, they were providing a practical demonstration of the concepts also. You were able to learn as well as practice at the same time. So there you got to do and learn, right? You learn more things. So there the quality of service is better. So it differs from, you are learning the same thing, you are learning the same Microsoft Office at both places, but you can feel the difference. It is different at different times and different places. So this is the difference between product business and service business. Let's see some case studies. In the last session, we also learned about another type of business, that is hybrid, which is a mix of product and service businesses. So let's see some case studies related to that. Sana, the jewelry expert. Sana wears beautiful new earrings every day, which she makes by herself. Now, the girls in the session, they would be highly excited to see this. Okay. And I wish we were sitting in a classroom, I would get to see their expressions. Sana, now she finds the designs online and buys cheap materials and makes them at home with the help of her sister. So she just looks for the designs online and along with her sister, she makes them at home. Her friends at the college were amazed and placed orders for similar earrings. So her friends also, they found a very cheap alternative and they found innovative handmade designs, and nothing could be better than handmade designs. Okay. They are always considered as top class. So her friends also started buying it from her. Which type of business is this? Here, Sana is buying materials
Hybrid.
and making them.
Hybrid.
Ma'am, hybrid.
Hybrid you say, fine, she is, but she is actually making the product. She is buying cheap raw material, making them at home, and then she is selling those earrings. Okay, I'll consider it. Let's say it is hybrid, and let's say it is product based business. Okay, let's see the other slide. Harish the Dabbawala. Harish lives alone in Delhi. He left his house in Meerut to work in a big company. He used to make his own lunch and take a dabba every day to office. He had many bachelor friends who depended on the office canteen for, so that the food of the canteen is worse. Okay, that's why they love to eat the food he brought, because he brought homemade food. This gave him an idea to make and deliver healthy homemade food to different offices. He knew there would be a demand for his food, as there were many boys and girls from other cities working in the area who had no time to cook food on their own. So what do you think, what type of a business is this?
Ma'am, service based.
Can you
Service.
just
Service.
explain why service based business?
Ma'am, because he's providing the products.
Hybrid.
It should be
Ma'am, this is
hybrid.
hybrid business.
Why? Because he's the food which he is providing, that is a product, and he is also cooking the food, putting in his creativity also. So that is service. Cooking is the service, okay, which comes under catering. And the food which he is providing, that becomes the product. So this is an example of hybrid business. Next is Pragya, the delivery girl. Pragya's parents bought her a bike on her birthday last year. By bike they usually mean it could be a two-wheeler. Okay. She used it to go to her college and to meet her friends. Since her friends usually had to take a bus for transport, in case of an emergency, they would sometimes ask her to drop them. This gave her an idea of starting a quick goods delivery service using her bike. In her free time, she started the delivery service for people in her area. She became famous. So what type of a business is this?
Ma'am, this is a service business.
Yes, this is a service-based business. Why? Because she is providing this facility of delivering the goods to people, right? Let me just go back to Sana's example. My dear, that was not a hybrid business. That was a product-based business. Why? Because just take the case of the grocery items also. Okay, that is, for example, you visit the market, you want Parle G biscuits. भाई कहीं ना कहीं तो पार्ले जी बिस्किट्स बन रहे होंगे in some factory somewhere. You cannot consider that as service. Understood? So Sana buys cheap materials, makes them at home. That is, she is converting them into products. So this is a not hybrid business but a product based business. Let's come back. I'll just conclude. Okay, students, just give me a moment. She later employed 5 people to work in her delivery company. So you can see she employed 5 persons to work in her company. Now classify the 3 entrepreneurs based on the kinds of business they do and give reasons. So this is something which you need to do, which we will be discussing in the next class. What type of business is Sana doing? What type of business is Pragya doing, and what type of business is Harish doing? We have already discussed them also. So now we need to classify the 3 entrepreneurs which we discussed based on the kind of business they do and also provide suitable reasons. Like first, Sana the jewelry expert. So we can say that this is a product based business. Then about the next one, that is Pragya the delivery girl. We can say that it is a service business. And about Harish the Dabbawala, we can say that this is a hybrid business. In case of Sana, she bought the raw material at cheaper costs. Then along with her sister, she designed them and sold the finished earrings. So she was actually selling product, the finished product. Okay. Hence, we can say that this is a product-based business. In case of Pragya, she was delivering the goods. That means she was providing a service, providing delivery as a service. And in case of Harish, here cooking or catering was the service provided, and the food or the dabba he supplied, that was the product. So we can say that it is a hybrid business. So this was the reason behind why a particular business is a product business, service business, or hybrid business, and also we justified them with suitable reasons. Types of product based businesses. We have manufacturing business. These are the businesses that make a product and sell it. Products are usually made in factories. In case of Sana, she was manufacturing or making her own products. because she purchased the raw materials and then she checked out the designs and then she was making them. Factories need fund or money to set up. Sana could make her products on a small budget. Factories have many people working in them. Sana made her products with the help of her sister. So you can see that Sana's is a manufacturing business, although it's at a very elementary level, a very small scale, where her sister was the person with whom she used to make it, and she also collected some money. She used to purchase the material, so she invested some money also, and also she was selling them herself. Next is trade business. These businesses buy and sell a product. That is, they don't themselves manufacture the products. In fact, they buy the finished products from somewhere and then they sell it. They also transport the product from the factory to warehouses and then finally to shops near the customer. So you can see here, manufacturers, they produce the goods using machines, raw materials and labor. Wholesalers, they purchase the goods from manufacturers and sell them to retailers in bulk quantities. Retailers, they sell the goods in smaller quantities, that is the shops from where we purchase the goods, and finally they are the consumers, we are the consumers who buy them. So trade businesses, they do the work of transporting the product from factories to warehouse and then from warehouse to the shops. Examples of these businesses include wholesalers, distributors, and retail shops. Wholesalers are warehouses where the finished products are kept, and from the wholesalers, usually the shopkeepers, they purchase material. They purchase these goods at a very lower price, and then we have distributors, and then we have retail shops who purchase these finished goods and they sell them. Examples of retail shops are the grocery shops, which we normally known as the kirana shops in our locality, the clothes shops, any kind of shop which is selling a finished good. So with this, we end today's class. This was the end of the sixth session for us. We discussed session 5 and session 6. In the next class, we will be discussing session 7 and session 8.